The more grounded the characters are, usually the more liberty the audience will allow you to get crazy, I think, because then they believe that they're real people, so then they'll buy that they'll do these crazy things. That's how I would say it.
Wait. You have to understand this dynamic, which is that we are placed in various small areas, sets, the study room, the Spanish class, et cetera. That is the cast with lines, et cetera. And we listen and we watch the other, and you can't help but watch because it's right in front of you, the other performances. We're all interreacting. Lots of what you see and what takes place and what makes it so much fun for certainly me, and I think most of us, is how Gillian or Joel or any of, says their line, and what they might just add, and what little, just stuff like that, that doesn't necessarily come from the director, although the Russos are wonderful directors, and that's not an issue. But it just comes from who these, performers are. And so things change. It's not all about, hey, how did you come up with it? It was in the script. Yes, it was in the script, but it's really within the minds of thinking, somewhat improvising actors there, all of whom are good. And I think that that's the success of the show and why it should be there for maybe another year.
Just one.
Agreed.
He kind of like,
yeah, but Chevy,
there's a lot of like
cut
feeding off of each other. Like, there's a lot of cool feeding off of each other.
Like the Donner Party.
Yeah, like the Donner Party. But like, there's an episode where Annie goes, well, this train's leaving the station.
That is
and like that, I remember her, because like she's just supposed to say like, well, this train's leaving the station. That was supposed to be it. Yeah. But I remember Alison being like, I want to go
yeah.
And like, I remember everybody just kind of be like, that's crazy.
Right. But then what really, and then your character is standing behind her with deadpan, doing that, going, don't pay attention to her. We are serious.
Yeah, and like, but that was like all like kind of fun in it. But like, yeah, like that's the kind of stuff where you just build off of somebody just doing something because like she just wanted to do that, and I thought it was funny. And the fact that everybody was just kind of like, that's weird. I was just like, I'm just gonna have my character say it's weird, and then and then it'll be fine. And like, I think it's a lot of building off of everybody else's like.
And I think that the question the question behind the question, what, are there rules like can you have a pie fight? How do you know? Can somebody put their balls in the dip or something? Or like how do you know what's against the rules like tonally? And we haven't figured it out yet. But one of the things that I've decided I've figured out is that Greendale is a kind of like, it's a crazy place where crazy stuff can happen because it's sort of a purgatory, or like Midsummer Night's Dream, or As You Like It. Like the woods are magical, but the people are real. Yeah. Their relationships to each other have to be real. Somebody can't come up to somebody and say, "I don't like you," and have that not impact them in the next scene. That's a hard and fast rule that we've been following since the beginning.
Yeah, to that end, the thing that you've done since the beginning that I so respect is that there will be real emotional moments between characters. Like one of my favorite moments was the scene between Britta and Shirley in the Halloween episode where I discover her about to trash Slater's office, and it turns into my husband, is dating somebody new, and it's just a completely vulnerable, sincere moment on Shirley's part.
Love that.
And I feel like when you have that affection for the people and you have that understanding for the real struggles that are going on in their lives, you bring so much warmth and affection to them that you follow them through the craziness and you love them more for it. So.
Yeah, if you look at someone like Chang's character, who is, when you first see him, you're like, well, he should be shot and he's going apeshit, and then you see you'll see coming up, but you see him revealing this whole other side of him. It's like, well, of course he's nuts.
Yeah.
Of course he behaves like this. In fact, he should be worse. He should be crazier because of what's going on in his life. And you'll see Ken just play it beautifully, and you're like, oh, it all makes sense why he can walk up to Alison's desk and go, "You are the worst," and you'll see it all revealed. And so none of these characters are cartoons, and Ken's based. There's so much to see with
The
him.
amazing thing about Dan that I love is that he loves sitcoms and he knows sitcoms so well.
Yeah. Hold on.
That's an unintentional consequence of our love.
Mine.
Our love is pure. No, but pure as a winter's snow. But the awesome thing is that he loves sitcoms, and one thing he said when I remember when we got hired, he was like, I want this show to be able to, like, I want these characters to be able to have, like, be real, and like, he takes these like weird, crazy people, and he shows you the other side of the coin. Like, it's just like, what if you knew like Woody Harrelson on Cheers was just like, the reason he was like that is because like his brother hit him in the head when he was like 5.
Yeah.
And it's just be like, that's really dark and sad, but like, are you gonna laugh any less?
Right.
I don't know.
That's one of the funniest things in the world.
I mean, the past decade or so, sitcoms have become pretty cynical. So we're kind of going back to that special moment in Act 3.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at like Chevy's character in the Halloween episode when he switches acid out for whatever his thing was, and you see Chevy. I mean, Chevy really he has this wonderful moment where he's really breaking down, and it's so real and cool, and then they pull out to reveal Batman. And so, you go like, yes, we're gonna give you that. And then all of a sudden, it's Jeff, and he's feeling unpopular. So.